Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Wisdom and Light here, and I am back. Oh, it feels so good to be back. Happy New Year to all of you. I hope you guys had an amazing beginning of your new year. And there's so much that I have in store for all of you in 2021. Oh shit, 2022. We're in 2022. Oh my goodness, we are in 2022. So this reading is going to be about what is to come in the first 6 months of 2022. I have done a reading about this prior, and those predictions still count. So please, I always say this, but I'm going to make sure that the link to that video is in the description box down below. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Bianca, but most people know me as Miss J, and welcome to Wisdom and Light, where we do celebrity psychic predictions, where we do celebrity tarot readings like this one, monthly horoscopes, and so much more. So thank you so much for being a part of this journey, and thank you so much for subscribing and being here. So guys, heads up, if you hear any noise in the background, that's just family rustling around. We had our January 1st yesterday, which is where we basically make soup. I am Haitian, so all yesterday we were just eating soup and just talking and just saying our goals that we want to set for this year. Not New Year's resolutions per se, but just, personal goals that we have for ourselves. So anyways, have to get that out the way. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are safe and well. I missed all of you. This reading is going to once again be about what is to come for the first 6 months of 2022. Now, in the last world prediction video that I did, which was back in September, I literally said that this was going to be the year of balance, because 2022, 222, and I felt balance and harmony coming in for us this year, and more so our personal lives, okay? When I say balance, you have to understand a lot takes place before the balance steps in. So even though a lot of us are going to be seeing balance in our emotional lives, we're going to see a lot more imbalance within our governments, within our leaders, within the news, within even entertainment and social media and all of those things. And I do feel that a lot of discussions are going to be happening in 2022 about what's fair and what isn't. And because we are in that year, and I believe this year is 2022. The number of this year, numerology-wise, is number 6. And we're just going to be very on it in regards to making sure that everything makes sense. Because if you kind of like paid attention to 2021, a lot of things were not making sense, right? A lot of things were not making sense, and we were all still recovering from 2020, and we're still in a way still recovering from 2020. But those are just some predictions so far that I'm channeling, that I'm sensing, that I'm feeling for 2022. Again, the reading that I did for world predictions back in September, it applies for this year as well. So again, I'll make sure to put that down there. So let's see. What is the energy for 2022? What is happening in 2022 for the first 6 months? Okay, we have the Moon card. We have the Tower, followed by the Ten of Swords. So this is going to be the first 3 months of the year. And then we're going to pull some continuation cards, or actually we're going to pull some oracle cards for some messages. Now, the Moon card reversed, the Tower, and the Ten of Swords. Again, I don't really necessarily feel that this is about people's personal lives per se. I don't feel that this is about people's personal lives per se, but it could fall into that category. This is more so about what we're going to be seeing within our politics, and even within social media, and just the people that have influence. We're just going to be seeing a lot of weird, shady things. A lot of secrets are going to be coming out. And even with the Epstein case, the woman, she got found guilty. And what you guys are going to notice is, even within that case, I feel like a lot of people, I really shouldn't be talking about this because I know YouTube is very sensitive about these topics, but I'm hearing this information because this is going to be a discussion in the first 3 months of the year. A lot of people are going to want to know more about who was on what and what's going on. And Spirit's saying even the list or whatever that is that's floating around right now, it's not as accurate. The real list is within that woman's possession. I don't really know her name, and to be honest, I don't want to know her name, but I know what she looks like, and I know that she was with Epstein at the time. And what I'm sensing is you're going to notice that they're going to intuitively, I feel that they're going to try to hush that list, or hush. It is not accurate per se. It's the one that they're holding on to is the one that is actually accurate, and they're doing their best to not have this come out. But here's the thing though, I don't know why I'm picking up on this so strongly, because I didn't even want to touch base on this channel, but it is an energy that's going to be present, because it's a discussion that's going to be had, and it does in a way affect all of us, how we treat each other and the things that people of power have been getting away with, X, Y, and Z. You're going to notice that social media is going to even a lot of big platforms are going to either silence it or try to not speak on it that much. And I feel that what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to see that and notice that. There's going to also be more things coming out in the woodworks where people are going to be like, that's suspicious. That doesn't make sense. That's not right. That's weird. Another thing that's here is a lot of high profile cases are going to be a theme for the first 3 months of this year. So we're going to all be very engaged and very talkative about the things that we are seeing. But my predictions are, whatever truth that you guys are looking for, a lot of it may not come out in these big cases that are unraveling. Will justice be served? Yes, but then there's a quiet no, because again, there are things that are working in a weird way in their favor for things to be hidden, because the moon card is reversed. So they're doing a good job to hide it. But the Tower and the Ten of Swords, because we are in the year of balance, they will not, or people will not be able to hide these things, because again, we are more aware, we are more conscious, and we want more accountability for the things that have been happening that were not fair. So that's pretty heavy. That's literally the first thing that I saw, the first thing that I picked up on. Oh, sidebar guys, if you hear any noises in the background, we're kind of cleaning up after the party that we had yesterday, soup and all of that. So I do apologize if you're sensitive to noises, but just bear with me, okay? But then we have the Ten of Swords. So here's another thing that I'm also seeing. Some more predictions that are coming through. A lot of people are tired. A lot of people are exhausted. And you're going to be seeing a theme of a lot of people quitting their jobs. And that was actually a theme in 2021, but it's going to be a continuation in 2022, where a lot of people are breaking free from things that they no longer want to do. So that's actually very interesting. And even as I say this, it's scary. I feel the fear here, but I also feel that a lot of people are ready to jump ship. A lot of people don't want to be a part of this anymore, and they don't want to continue to keep doing things that they don't love. So we're going to see that be a thing. Again, that's creating balance in our own personal lives. Now, if we look at this from a personal aspect, some more predictions that are coming in for 2022. Again, what was hidden from you is going to come to light. The Tower card doesn't have to necessarily mean something terrible is going to happen. So please do not get scared when this kind of shows up. This just means that the table is going to shake. The ground under your feet, the ground that has been stable for you, it may be shaking a little bit, because it's time for that change. It's time for that breakthrough. You may not be ready for this change, but Spirit is saying that this is actually the balance that is needed. If you've been praying for balance, if you've been praying for stability, if you've been praying for things to just make more sense to you, you're going to have to hold on and allow things to shake up, because this is God making new space for what's going to be more stable for you. So please do not be scared of these shakeups. Please do not be scared of these things that are happening, because it's a part of your transformation. It's a part of your growth. So that's very interesting how that's coming in for 2022. So let's pull some more cards, because I know that was a little bit heavy. I will pull some oracle cards to pull some uplifting messages, but it just looks like we're going to be having some deep discussions, even in the celebrity world. Some more predictions. Again, lies, things that were not making sense. We're going to get the truth of that, because this is the balance that we are looking for, so we can know who is in alignment with us and who isn't. So this is why Spirit is going to be doing a lot of process of elimination and just clearing the air. It feels very Libra to me, where it better be fair and it better make sense. And not even that, I'm even sensing that a lot of you are going to be unfollowing a lot of people. A lot of you are going to be cutting, removing, releasing what no longer serves you. That's going to be a theme for you guys in 2022. So I love that that is here for you guys to just kind of release. Now, another thing for a lot of you, there were some relationships and connections that ended very weirdly for some of you in 2021, but it seems like this person, they could either be resurfacing or you're recognizing that this is not the person that I thought he or she was. However, what Spirit is telling me is it's going to be replaced with someone, or this is going to be replaced with better energy, okay? Now, some of you may be a little bit fearful of love or fearful of new friendships, fearful of new beginnings, fearful of new jobs, fearful of the next step. The Nine of Wands is here saying that you have really nothing to fear, but I can understand why you are a little bit shaken up because you know what? 2021 was just so crazy. You're doing everything you can to protect all that you have given to yourself this year, or you're getting ready to do this. So I feel that right now you're protecting your heart, you're protecting your mind right now. But Spirit is telling me that financial constraints are going to be lifted for a lot of you, and a lot of you leaving your job is actually going to inspire a lot of you to do things that you've been wanting to do for a very long time. So a lot of you are actually stepping into either working for yourself or just going into a better career place where it resonates with you very well. Some of you could either be going back to school or you could be paying off debt. Now, a lot of you wanted to know, will our president of the United States, will he be getting rid of debt? Will he be clearing that up? I know a lot of you guys wanted to know that. So let's see, will he be clearing up debt? Because one minute he said it was, the next minute it came out that he wasn't. So which one is it, Joe? Which one is it? You know, the way I see it, all of them lie. I'm just a reader, right? I'm just an intuitive that pulls cards, and I sit with all of you and we sip from the divine and we talk about all of these things. And I just find that a lot of politicians lie and they sell us what we want to hear. And again, that's also going to be a thing this year where we're sick of it. If you paid attention, even on certain platforms, you're going to be seeing a lot of censoring. You're going to be seeing a lot of, you can't comment on this, you can't say this, you can't say that. But the voice, our voice will be heard. Okay, our voice will be heard, because it's like you can't hide. You can't hide, and we recognize that you weren't really telling the truth, so we don't trust you. And you know what's funny? Joe Biden is a Scorpio, and this is actually a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer card. This is in a reverse position. So it's kind of like people are feeling like they're seeing him for who he is, or him not keeping his word, or him not keeping his promise. So we're protecting our energy, and we're going to hold you to the fire of you saying that we're going to be debt free. So it's interesting how those cards came out when I mentioned him. And I know that's like been a topic on a lot of your minds, because why would he say that he's going to release debt and then say that he wouldn't? Well, because a lot of people of color and a lot of people will be financially free. And, you know, we have a lot of people that don't want that to happen. I mean, yeah, we have a lot of people that do not want that to happen. So again, the balance here is changing that narrative. Keep your word, right? So again, will this happen? The Fool card, will he be able to? Seven of Wands. Now, I will say this, Joe Biden, to his defense, because I am fair, it's like he tried his best to make it happen, but a lot of these mega institutions were not here for it. And it's almost like he keeps getting advised, well, maybe this is not a good idea. Well, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe this is X, Y, and Z. So he actually dealt with a lot of opposition, actually, because he can't just sign something off on everything. Sometimes it has to go through Congress, or people have to be in agreement of it. So this is actually him saying, hey, my hands are tied. But at the same time, it's making big promises that you shouldn't make unless you know that you can get it done. So this is why people just kind of feel a little bit discouraged. So I'm actually seeing that it's going to be an upheaval for the next couple of months, whether the debt is going to be released or not. But in my opinion, it is leaning towards a no. We have the Three of Pentacles reversed. It's leaning towards a no as of right now. In 6 months, we'll check on the energy. But again, this is going to cause a lot of frustration. I'm also seeing more uproar. There's going to be a lot of uproar in the LGBT community. That's coming through as well. In the year 2022, there's going to be an uproar. There's going to be protesting, or there's going to be a lot of anger. Something about the LGBT community being upset, or something that's been happening for a long time. And granted, they have done marches before. They have spoken on it, but it's going to get very aggressive this year. And I do feel like something is going to happen that's going to resonate with a lot of people. And I hate to speak this into existence, but that's what I'm seeing, that's what I'm hearing. And it's necessary that this conversation needs to happen. So I do feel like there is a vibe here of love with people that are hiding that, or people that don't want to admit that they're part of the LGBT community. Like, that's a theme here. Because remember, again, I keep saying this, 222, it's all about balance. It's an imbalance to lie to yourself. So again, we're going to see a hyper focus on that. Gay rights, we're going to see that, and we're also going to see a lot of love blossoming. That's coming through as well. A lot of discussions being had. So that's a good thing. But I can see where it can just be a little bit draining. Like, oh my God, how many times do we have to say that we are just like you? We are not like these aliens. We are people as well. I just keep hearing that. That's going to be a theme here. Again, a lot of people are going to be getting together with other people. A lot of people are going to be meeting their soulmates, finding their soulmates. People that haven't really had any like form of intimacy or love, they're going to be having that this year. I'm even seeing a lot of tough conversations coming up about, I've always loved you, but I've always loved you, yet it's impossible, or it's forbidden, or dare I say, you're married. Like, all of these things are going to be coming up. And again, these are things that have been hidden below the surface. These are things that people have not been talking about. These are even in your personal life. And now we're going to see this come up. Guys, there's even going to be a few scandals. Maybe there's going to be, okay, I'm saying maybe. I heard scandal. There's going to be scandals about love, forbidden love. And it's going to be a discussion. It's going to be a discussion. Tough discussions are going to be happening. Tough discussions are going to be happening. In the past, we saw things through black and white lenses, and now we're going to see the gray areas and understand why people did what they did, even though not everybody's going to agree with it. So an example is, a woman's not supposed to be with a married man, but maybe there's a story behind why it happened. It's not excusing the behavior, but there could be a story, there could be a reason. There could be discussions on that. There could also be discussions on, again, like I said, people that don't want to admit that they are bisexual or whatever. There's going to be conversations about that. There's going to be conversations about the non-binary community, feeling that they have to express themselves and feel that this is who I am and I don't have to define me and all of those things. There's going to be deep conversations about that. How does that make you feel? Because I love you, but do you love me for who I am? Or I love you, but will you judge me for how the love started because this was not my intention, or this is not what I wanted? There's just so many gray areas that's going to be talked about in the energy that is love. A lot of TED Talks, a lot of discussions, a lot of in deep discussions. And I feel that some of these topics may even make people uncomfortable when it comes to love, because it's like we see things so black and white. We see things so traditionally. But we're in a new era where, like I said, we're in the age of Aquarius. Things are just not cookie cutter and traditional anymore. You have a lot of the youth not even getting married as fast as they used to. Which, by the way, again, a lot of soulmates, a lot of people are going to be finding each other. So marriage is going to be a theme this year. And I love to see that. I love that I'm feeling that. But however, that doesn't mean that everyone is getting married. Everyone has to strive on creating balance within themselves and balance in their life. Otherwise, you're just marrying this person and it's chaotic. So that's something that's here. So I want to see what is going on with the new variants that are like floating around. We have the World card reverse. Okay. We have the World card reverse. We have the we have the Tower card. It came out again. I don't really have much to say on this, guys. I wish I can say, positive things, better things, but it's just something that we have to deal with. There's hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Will there be another shutdown? I'm hearing a no, only because people are not going to listen to the rules. So if they try to implement it, you're going to see people that go against it. You're going to see people that don't want it to happen. Are they going to ban traveling? No, but what they are going to do is make it harder for people to move around if they didn't do X, Y, and Z, if you guys are following my drift, okay? They're going to make it harder if you haven't done X, Y, and Z, if you're against X, Y, and Z, and you don't want to do X, Y, and Z. Fill in the blanks. If you know, you know. And it's just, it is what it is. I really wish I could say more on this, But we know that social media is very sensitive about topics like this, and I'm very careful on what I say. And eventually I'll have a podcast where I can just freely talk about this. But listen, they realize, like, we can't control other people, okay? And we also can't be scared. And I had this conversation with a friend of mine, and I know this sounds very morbid and dark, but I am a Capricorn, and Capricorns tend to say pessimistic, but real shit all the time. I literally said to my friend, you know what, at this point, if it's supposed to go down like this, so be it. I'm just going to continue to live my life. I'm going to protect myself. I'm going to do the precautions that I have to do. But if this is the end of end all, then so be it. Because I cannot live my life in fear. I cannot be stressed out. It is stressful. All of this that has happened to us has caused, I keep saying imbalance, but all of this has made us just all over the place. We are doing our best to level out the playing fields and to feel safe. So you're going to see a lot of people, not saying that they're trying to break the rules or not care, but it's like, I'm going to do what I can, but it is what it is, and I cannot control this. And that's the thing, you can't really control this. This is kind of giving me the energy of the hangman, and I'm shocked that the hangman didn't come up, but it's because you have to surrender to this at the end of the day, because it's not to give fear to it. It's to understand that this is an energy that is floating around. Protect your crown chakra, protect your soul, protect yourself, and do what you are called to do. Do what you feel is right. Lean on your own understanding. I am not here to say that it's dangerous to do this and is not dangerous to do that. That is your decision to make, because you know what is good for your body. And you need to listen to yourself and do what is best for yourself. I cannot tell you what to do with you, because everyone is different. Everyone's makeup is different. But what I can tell you is, again, lean on your own understanding and trust in what you feel. But what I will express and push to all of you, and the message that's coming through is, if you don't do X, Y, and Z, it will just be harder to do X, Y, and Z. Okay? You follow me? I hope you guys understand what I mean by that. It is what it is. But I mean, if you're going to ask me personally, I've made a decision that it's really, truly, honestly in God's hands. It's in God's hands at this point. And you're going to see a lot of people fighting, arguing, fussing, censorship. You're going to see a lot of that. You're going to see a lot of that. Okay? One thing I will say about 2022 is it does feel very argumentative on social media. It does feel very argumentative, because there is an imbalance within our leaders. There's an imbalance within our government. There's an imbalance everywhere. You're going to see even in other countries right now, there's civil wars. There's people that don't want to do this. They don't want to do that. But within your personal lives, you're going to actually be finding a lot of harmony and balance within your relationships and personal connections. So there's a win-win situation here, and then there's a lose-lose situation here. But that's the balance in it all. I'm sorry that I keep saying balance, but that's literally the vibe and the energy and the message of this reading for 2022, for the first 6 months, that is. Now, we have hope that things will improve. Another thing is, a lot of people are also going to be eating more healthy. That's a good thing. They're going to be doing things to protect their bodies, to protect themselves. I am seeing an energy of marriage here. That's a vibe. Now, let me see. Will there be another shutdown? Will there be another shutdown? Yeah, this card came up earlier, the Two of Cups, but I put it over there. Will there be another shutdown? The Queen of Pentacles reversed, the Hierophant, the Page of Cups. They will try to talk about it, but it doesn't seem to pull through, because, again, there's a lot of people that are against it. Okay. Weird. Any more messages coming through? There's so much going on, and I'm hearing so much chatter. These world predictions, I always get drained in the end, because it's so much energy that I'm channeling, and Jesus, it feels like I've been talking forever, but it's only been 24 minutes, because these readings can take a long time, because we're reading for the global energy of everything. And I'm already feeling just woo, because it's a lot. And I also got to understand this debate between doing it or not, taking it or not. That's always been a debate. That's always been a thing for as long as the scene has been like created, whatever act scene that's there, there's always been a division. People that are for it and people that are against it. I don't want to sound like it's not serious, because it is, but it really is what it is. Are we going to stay stressed about this? They can stress us out about it, but no. And that's the thing, because a lot of people are in the energy of, I'm really just giving this to God. That's pissing off a lot of people that want you to do what they want you to do. Because it's like, aren't you scared? Aren't you tripping? Aren't you upset? And it's like, yeah, boy, what am I going to do about it? It's in God's hands, bro. Giving it to God, and I'm protecting my body, and I'm doing what I got to do. I'm not going to live in fear, okay? Y'all figure it out, but you guys are not about to have me having anxiety and stressing myself out. So, yeah. I just feel like a lot of people are just kind of over it, and we're just going to be talking about other things and having discussions about other things. Okay. Any more predictions? How will the weather be this year? The weather's going to be weird, like it was weird last year. I am sensing that. Weather's going to be weird. Yeah, the weather's going to be weird. There's an imbalance with the weather. I mean, we've been knew this. We've been said that. The weather's going to be weird. More hurricanes, unfortunately. More hurricanes. More hurricanes. A lot of traveling getting canceled towards the late summer because of a lot of these storms. What, Marco? You don't even know what's wrong with you. You don't even know why you're meowing. You don't even know why you're upset. You have food, you have water. Are you okay? Yeah, he's fine. Marco said hi, y'all. Yeah, so there's going to be weird weather. Yeah. Yep, there's going to be weird weather. Weird weather. There's going to be weird, bizarre weather in 2022. Don't stress yourself out. And here's another thing. Whoever's doing what, whoever's manipulating what, karma comes for them when it's time. Oh, there's a baby boom coming. I felt that too. There's a baby boom coming. A lot of babies are going to be born in like this year and 3 years. Ignore 3 years. I don't know what's wrong with him. I think he just wants my attention because I've been working all morning. Marco, you could just sit next to me, you know. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's a baby boom coming. That's cute. Yeah, Ten of Swords. One thing, the Ten of Swords keeps coming up because, again, we're tired. And we're tired of all of this. We're tired of the okie doke. We're tired of all of it. We're exhausted. The few readings that I did in the past, there was a lot of fear. But now there's a lot more, I'm tired, so I'm just going to celebrate. I'm tired of this, so I'm releasing it. See, Tower. Again, there's just going to be, I have to be honest, there is going to be a lot of arguing, fussing, fighting. But we're standing in our confidence, the Queen of Wands. There's going to be just a lot of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, political back and forth, political uproar. There's a public threat coming towards a world leader. This could be the United States president. There's a threat coming in. There's also something coming up in the United Kingdom, I'm feeling. Gossip. We're going to be talking about that probably around the summertime. No, spring, summertime. But they say it could lead into the summer because they're going to try to hide it. Something's coming up in the spring of but they will try to push it towards the summer. Late spring, summer. Something in the United Kingdom. Is it with the royal family? Is it with the royal family? That's interesting. Is it with the royal family? Yes, it is with the royal family. It is. The Two of Cups, the Star card, it is with the royal family. Okay. Is it good or is it bad? They're not saying it's good or bad. They're saying what's done is done. Okay. That's all they're saying. Thank you for that information, for that download. There's going to be a shortage on a lot of weird stuff that we didn't think there would ever be a shortage on, by the way. I keep hearing or seeing spices. That's going to be something that's coming through. Weird. So I guess stock up on your herbs, stock up on your spices. There could be some weird shortages with stuff like that. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, you know, this card keeps showing up. So I have to be honest, there is a weird yup. There's a lot of arguing that's going to be happening in 2022. And these arguments are necessary. Let me go get him. Let me go get him, guys. Okay. Thank you, Bubba's. I'm holding him right now so he can stop. Why is the arguing happening? Because a lot of people don't want to surrender to what's being pushed. So that's something that's here. That's where a lot of chaos and arguing is going to be happening. A lot of conflict. A lot of conflict. A lot of conflict. There's a lot of women in power that are kind of quietly mean. They're going to get exposed this year. That's another thing that's coming up. We're going to be seeing a lot of arguing amongst women, too. That's weird. Nothing about love. It just feels like just drama. King of Swords. I see Donald. I think that's Donald Trump. Discussions about him is coming up this year as well. Knight of Wands reverse. Also, there are going to be some weird, sudden tragedies. Weird, like just unexpected and just weird and strange. Some of them could even be a mystery. But at the same time, there's a lot of marriage here. There's a lot of love. Now, I've already did a reading on metaverse and technology and where technology is going. And that could take this reading into another dark rabbit hole. So you guys can definitely check that out because those predictions apply. Okay. The Star card. Even though there is a lot of drama here, the drama is necessary because there's hope in the end. So that's what 2022 is looking like, guys. I wish I could say more. It just looks like we're still in this fight. We're still arguing, but amongst all the arguing that we're doing amongst communities, amongst ourselves, amongst what the government is doing or whatever, there's love that's coming in for a lot of people. There's balance, even friendship. It doesn't have to be romantic. That's what I'm seeing, guys. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in with me. Let me see if Marco's going to let it come in the screen. This is him. See him? That's him. Hi, Bubba's. That's him meowing. Got something in your eye. I'll clean it. But yeah, that's him. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think in regards to this reading. How do you feel about 2022? There's some good and there's some like, but we're going to be fine. We're going to be okay. It's just, we just got to hang in there. Anyways, I love you guys and I'll talk to you guys later. Mwah.